Tesla Model S Plaid 0 to 60. With Tesla's insane claims to accelerate from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, the 2021 Tesla Model S Plaid has been met with fanfare. Tons of fans and Tesla lovers who had a chance and tested the vehicle are absolutely overwhelmed and shared their impressions. The company highlights that the Model S Plaid has the quickest 0 to 60 mph time and quarter-mile acceleration of any production car ever. Numbers from the manufacturer are one thing, but it is possible that this family-friendly electric car is actually quicker than almost any sports car currently in production. And what's actually new about the 2022 Tesla Model S Plaid? Hello, here is another episode of your favourite Tesladose channel. Get your daily dose of Tesla right now. Plaid can be considered the greatest car in the world based on the results of numerous test drives. And the only thing that everyone who is fortunate enough to experience the Model S Plaid's 0 to 60 mph launch firsthand says, this is something that must be felt to be believed. The specs that the Plaid has used to be common only for the supercars, and they cost millions. But Tesla is a unique company, so they did their best to achieve such performance figures and made this family-friendly four-door sedan eat hypercars like Lamborghini Aventador or Ferrari F430. The Tesla order page says the Tesla Model S Plaid has a 0 to 60 mph time of 1.99 seconds, and you can purchase this electric sedan for $138,000. Not very cheap, but it doesn't cost millions either. Obviously, many people who have tested Model S Plaid have shared their experience online, and here is one of those test drives from a Tesla Model 3 owner, Tesla Raj. He revealed that the launch of the new flagship sedan is pretty violent. Raj is a Tesla owner, so he is obviously familiar with the instant Tesla torque, but he noted that it was absolutely a different level. Another Tesla owner who tested Plaid, Eli Burton, noted that the Model S Plaid's launch was significantly more intense than the Model S Raven. Performance ludicrous mode with cheetah stance. However, the craziest thing that has been said about the Tesla Model S Plaid is that the 0 to 60 mph launch of the Model S Plaid felt a lot like an aeroplane taking off, but much more intense. And yes, this one can be confirmed by multiple videos that are circulating online, and people can be seen literally pinned to their seats, so this comment is 100% accurate. But not everything is as good as it seems. The Plaid can be indeed considered the world's greatest and most dangerous drag car at the same time. Despite the fact that this car is super fast, some drivers have found several flaws and weaknesses in it. Mountain Pass Performance said the 2021 Tesla S Plaid is one of the fastest cars on the planet with an incredible 0 to 60 time and crushes almost anything in a drag race. The Ferrari F430 stands no chance. But it's also incredibly under-braked and has many weaknesses around a racetrack. We review and test drive it to find them all. For now, it is known that the brakes are actually one of the Plaid's weaknesses. They are literally too weak for a car with such power and weight. That is why the car's braking capacity is disappointing. And the second weakness is the yoke steering wheel. Well, it was pretty predictable because once the yoke was shown to the world, many Tesla lovers and enthusiasts immediately admitted that the yoke steering wheel even looked uncomfortable, let alone driving. Plus, there is no track mode for the Plaid. Maybe it will be there soon, but as for now, when driving in a standard driving mode, there is a lot of stability control interventions and there's not enough power in the corners. So according to Mountain Pass Performance, there is understeer. A quick recap of the 2022 Model S Plaid specs. Its exterior doesn't look much different from any other Model S car, but here is a lot to say about what's hidden beneath the skin. This vehicle is significantly more powerful and is equipped with 3 motors and has claimed 1,020 horsepower and 1,050 pound-per-feet of torque. The noble carbon fibre sleeves that are featured in this model allow the motor rotor to spin at 20,000 RPM to achieve the 200 mph top speed without punching through the stator. But what is absolutely shocking is that these carbon sleeves also give the Model S Plaid a shockingly linear power band. Tesla says peak horsepower happens at 80 miles per hour and holds steady all the way to 200 miles per hour. As for the Model S Achilles heel, the battery pack, Tesla updated it significantly to take full advantage of the tri-motor system. Now it's slightly smaller, but they also notably improved the cooler system. It was improved to get a better thermal capacity and make sure the Plaid can deliver sustained performance without overheating on power reduction. There's still no information if it's true or not, but Tesla engineers say the changes help the Model S battery pack charge quicker too. Oh, and the interior. Tesla dramatically reworked it and made it more luxurious, spacious and entertaining. And yes, now we have this controversial yoke steering wheel. So let's finally talk about the Model S Plaid in action and how quick is this beast for real. As mentioned earlier, there have been tons of test drives, but some people have also compared the Plaid to supercars. And can you imagine that the Plaid even makes a V10 Lambo look lame? So the 2020 Lamborghini Huracan Evo achieves a 0 to 60 mph time of 2.8 seconds, passing the quarter mile in 10.8 seconds at 127.6 mph. And as we already know, Tesla Model S Plaid achieves a 0 to 60 time of less than 2 seconds, passing the quarter mile in 9.24 seconds, hitting a trap speed of 152.16 mph. Impressive, right? These guys also compared Tesla Model S Plaid and the 2020 Lamborghini Huracan Evo longitudinal acceleration force, measured in Gs, to fulfill the whole picture and to test something more, to quote not only a time. So the Lambo peaked at 1.14 Gs momentarily, around 17 mph. But the Plaid sustained an average acceleration G of 1.15 Gs all the way to 60 mph. So it explains why all those people on the videos were pinned to their seats. And what is more exciting to know is that the average amount of G-forces that the guys felt in the Lambo accelerating to 60 mph was the equivalent of the one they felt in the Plaid all the way to 102 mph. But there was a little issue: the brakes. Once again, other people who tested this vehicle are claiming that it did not take long to lose confidence in the brakes after the second run. They began to feel less enthusiastic about hauling down all 5,000 pounds of car and driver from 150 mph. We performed our usual panic stop test from 60 mph before the acceleration runs and recorded a distance of 108 feet. While this is a pretty good result for a car with summer tyres, we felt the brake pedal was too soft and didn't provide the level of confidence we'd expect. We actually have concerns that the Plaid's braking capacity will be insufficient for how some owners may drive their cars. But the brakes weren't the only things that the guys weren't too impressed with. They also didn't like how the Plaid handled and steered. Yes, the yoke steering wheel once again. Even though some Tesla owners would be impressed and get the nostalgia for video game arcades, when it comes to the moment you have to make a considerable steering inputs, there's just not enough to grab onto. The guys also stated the ratio, or how much the front wheel turns in relation to your steering input, is inadequate given the yoke's limitations, and to make matters worse, there's very little feedback from the front wheels telling you that your tyres are no longer gripping the road surface. The Tesla Model S Plaid is an engineering marvel, but only if the speed is your main goal. If you are not thinking of buying a Bugatti, Tesla Model S Plaid is the best option for those who have a need for speed. Compared to many other vehicles, this one is the most affordable and has all the key features and specs that you might need on the race. But keep in mind that the vehicle has a few weaknesses: the brakes and the yoke steering wheel. And if you want a sports sedan, the Plaid might disappoint you with its braking capacity. Thanks for watching. To know more cool facts about the Tesla Model S Plaid and Plaid Plus, check out this video. See you there.